Hey guys, welcome to another video. As you can see, we are somewhere in Linnea. This video we will be summoning, and just as a reminder, do not spend all your money summoning for a character, especially summoning for a weapon. The weapon banner is a scam. The characters, you can summon the characters you want if you enjoy their gameplay, but don't get baited by any meta or anything like that. If you enjoy the character, if you enjoy their design, because it's not like any of these characters are in shows or anything. All these characters are drawn. They get their, I guess you would say, inspiration from either past design characters that are already in the game. They get their inspiration from who knows where, to be honest. And if you have explored this new area, kudos to you. I am personally enjoying the area. I don't know if I have enough storage to showcase how cool this area is, but I do recommend, if you like the story, to go watch other content creators who also are story fanatics of Genshin, especially if they are seasoned players and have a, you know, a history with the story itself actually on their page. I don't have the actual story on my page over the course of several years that the game has been out, so you are it, you would need to have an idea of what the story entails, where the story leads, and where the direction of the story is going. So this is my little summoning spot, or my new summoning spot. We are not guaranteed anything. The last time I summoned was for Columbina and Columbina's weapon. However, I did not get her weapon. I actually was able to get a fate point. And if you know the game, you know fate points don't carry over. And I'm going to showcase why you should not even summon on the weapon banner right now. Oh, we got a 5-star. But if you know, you know. See? Yes, it was the second wish. And keep in mind, I did build up pity from getting Columbina's weapon. So technically, if I would have summoned 2 times on Columbina's weapon banner, I would have gotten the weapon after losing the 50-50 to Inetha's weapon. So I got an Aquila Favonia, and now I have a fate point, and I have a week left. However, just because I got the fate point doesn't mean I'm going to use all of my in-game currency on the weapon just to get the weapon. Because if I get the tailored weapon to the 5-star character, what good is that gonna do me if I don't even have the 5-star character? So this is the first set of 10, the first 10 summons. This is 20. And keep in mind, if you do like the weapon or you do like weapons more so than the characters themselves, in my case, if I were to get the weapon, instead of like losing the 50-50, a good character I would put that weapon on is probably Goro. He's probably the only one that can really use a bow that scales off of defense and is a damaged based weapon. This is 30. As you can see, we're still just, we got a couple of I know constellations. We got Noel, who you get in the beginning of the game. And if I were to not get the weapon and I were to go for constellations of the character, I would put Favonius Warbow probably on on Linnea. And in reality, I'm going for the 4-star. It's not recommended to go for 4 stars since 4 stars themselves are not guaranteed. You can summon all day and not get the 4-star that you want, especially if it's just one new 4-star. And look, we got him. That's my first copy since I skipped him when Zebai was out. When Zebai was had her banner out, I did not summon at all. I chose to save up some primo gems, some in-game currency. I think that was 40. I think this was gonna be 50. This is either gonna be 50 or 60. Might even be 70. Because it seems a little bit early. Oh, and we won the 50-50. So we won the 50-50. We got the.
Oh yeah, and if you ever come across any strange or unusual creatures on your adventures, be sure to tell me all about it.
Had to let I had to let the voice line of you getting her play out. But we won the 50-50, and we still have some leftover in-game currency to try and get her weapon. And luckily we have her weapon guaranteed due to losing the quote unquote 50-50 of the weapon banner, because we all know that the weapon banner is like a what? It's like a 30-30-60 30-30-40 split or something, like a 37, like it's some weird odd number. It's like a 37 split between the two weapons and then getting an off banner weapon. So that's 20. That's 20 from the weapon banner. And yes, I'm going to use some of my conversions in order to save for next phase. That's 30. And I'm probably not going to summon on the next phase. That's 40. Just because there's a lot of rerun characters and rerun weapons coming out. That's 50. This bow is not good for her, but it's my first time getting that bow. Not the first time that it's been shown, though. It's not the first time that it's been on this banner. It's probably the second time or so that it's been on the banner. But yeah, that was 50. We'll do some light standard summons. I do have some unobtained fates from leveling up some characters that I've been trying to build, or I've been in the process of building. I'll probably get one of those just to make it an even number. I know I'm also close to a 5-star on the standard banner, I believe. But you know, there is a chance we could get Iluga from the standard banner. Not a high probability, but definitely a probability. Yeah, I just wanted to get a couple of these so that I could convert them into the other type of wishes that I need so that I can save my primo gems even though I'm not summoning on the next phase. This is 60. So there we got Linnea and her weapon, and it didn't even cost us, well, it costed us about 200 of the in-game currency. I did not swipe on this phase. I did not swipe this go around. I actually have not been swiping. So, if you if you are a believer, if you are a believer, it is possible to get the character and the weapon while losing the 50-50 on the weapon banner. And you are able to get it within 10,000 or 15,000 primo gems, which is equivalent to around 100, between 150 and $200. And yes, I have swiped on my account. I'm just saying this this go around, I did not swipe. Let me know in the comments if you are going for one of the chronicled weapons or if you're going for one of the chronicled characters or if you're going for Nefer and her weapon and or her weapon or Lin or what was the other one? Lauma and or her weapon. I am luckily enough to have both characters without their weapons. They're both using like free to play options. If you weren't playing from the event with Llama, you probably don't have the free to play event weapon. However, it is very good.
Where are we gonna explore today?
But we've been needing a Geo lunar crystallize procking healer for our Columbina teams. Have we not? That is precisely why I skipped Zebai, even though she was a DPS Geo character for that team. Iluga was a good Geo character for that team. However, he does not heal. This character, we finally got our healer. And no, I even skipped Varka. Varka was not going to do anything for me in those teams. In his rerun in the future, maybe I'll get the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius. But yeah, you could put Favonius Warbow on her. You could probably put Cloud Forged or Sequence of Solitude. Not really sure. Maybe Cloudforge because of the elemental mastery, but because she's defense scaling, you might want to choose a defense scaling weapon. As for her constellations, it seems as though when you when you use her E, when you use her E or Q, she gains like a good buff, a good buff for her damage. So C1 pretty good. Typically C1 of the character, like a copy of a character, is good if you have just one, maybe two. But then, as I said before, it took 200-ish dollars to obtain the character and her weapon. So theoretically, it would take the same amount of money to get the character and the copy of this character just for that extra damage increase. And there's other channels that'll better explain how to use her and what her talents do. I suggest that you guys go and support those other channels that showcase how to build a character, how to get the most out of what you have from a character without spending the most. Do the most damage without damaging your wallet, I say. See you guys in the next video. Please like and subscribe. If you are bemused, let me show you guys why you should believe from our summons. You guys might have been like, "Oh, why didn't he showcase his history?" Because one, I won the 50-50. And just so you guys can see, I will showcase at the end. Boom, Columbina, not even that far behind. That's within 60 summons. So it wasn't early. It wasn't early. And if you guys want me to showcase the standard, this is what it's like to be lucky. Okay. So I'm bemused now as to why I have Skyward Pride. And not once have I gotten a Skyward Harp.